We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
10 at the 28-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Zeke going to get it on the option. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
No gain on the...
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Antonio Gibson.
And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. Breaks through the contact. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington.
Ball carrier.
Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Cowboys nothing.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
No gain on the play.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Washington 1st down.
On 1st down, Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3 on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Gibson.
That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Lambeau is set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
A gain of 5.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's 2nd and inches at the 21-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Complete.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. This is taken at the 15. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Buying time to his left, and it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They go to Elliott again. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings
now it's a bootleg with Prescott. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
24-yard line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down. And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And you know it pains them to be this close, and you know they're going to want to go for it here, but they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a one-score game. It's only logical.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Prescott from the gun. The quick slant caught. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game, all right? In baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. This is brought in by Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Complete. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
looking to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First down, Washington.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
4-yard pickup on the play.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. As we welcome you back, and let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. For 10 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Tonight's
So it's Washington getting the victory here, and it was